may be getting an early holiday gift when it comes to the health of Alvin Kamara. The All-Pro back has missed the past 4 games with a knee injury, but was able to practice in full on Wednesday, and he's got a great shot to play this week, barring any setbacks, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Justin Fields also healing up. The Bears rookie QB has been medically cleared to play and will start Sunday against the Packers after missing the past 2 games with a rib injury. But the news not nearly as good for the Seahawks star Jamal Adams. The All-Pro safety will undergo season-ending surgery on his shoulder after tearing his labrum in Sunday's win over the Niners. Some other injury news, Seattle's DK Metcalf and the Niners' Deebo Samuel both missed practice Wednesday. The Giants' Saquon Barkley was limited after his ankle, and Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow says he hasn't thrown a football since his Sunday, but still expects to play this week. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
News breaks every minute. Now, millions of Americans are turning to Newsmax when they really need to know. It's already the 4th highest-rated cable news channel in America. Get the latest on COVID, the new inflation surge, and what's really happening in Washington. Forbes calls Newsmax a news powerhouse. Tune in tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern and watch Grant Stinchfield. He's warning of the growing threat from China. Stinchfield is asking the tough questions the big media won't. He's fighting for you. So tune into Newsmax tonight for Stinchfield, now on all major cable systems. If your cable operator doesn't carry Newsmax, call them and demand it. Or go to Newsmax on streaming platforms like Amazon Fire, Samsung, Roku, Xumo, Pluto, LG, YouTube, and more. Millions of Americans are also watching the free Newsmax app on their phones. It's the only major cable news channel you can watch for free. Newsmax. You can trust it.
And you can trust AM 1230 KXOL Centro, California. It is a Thursday, 9th day of December, 2021. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning.
Let's enjoy the morning.
Yeah,
it's going to change.
How much we trust that forecast. We might get a little rain. It keeps bouncing around. If you notice, we've gone from 10% to 30 or 40% and then back to 20%.
Well, for this weekend, or I mean, actually for today, they've been pretty consistent. And, we did get a few little sprinkles earlier in the week.
Yeah, and that's about just fine for me.
Yeah, and they have been saying all along, okay, it's a system moving through. There's not going to be a lot of precipitation. So.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
A big 0 will be just fine with me.
Well, my tomatoes would probably appreciate, some nice rainwater.
They probably would.
Yeah.
They say that if you catch the rainwater, that it's very healthy for your plants.
Well, yes, it doesn't have all of the chlorine and fluorine and benzodrine and all the other stuff, right?
That's what I'm told.
Yes.
So if you believe all of that, well, then that's what it is.
Have at it, yes. The tomatoes are doing okay. Have you checked on the transplants that I gave Gloria?
They are growing.
Good.
So that's good.
Okay.
They don't grow as fast this time of year, as we all know, is because it's cool outside.
Yes, but they also don't burn.
They don't burn, that's right. So you got to take something with it. Either you're going to get the coldness and a little bit of burn from a frost, or a little bit of burn from the heat.
Yes. Okay, you ready for birthdays?
Birthdays.
Okay, she is a dame. Judi Dench. Dame Judi Dench, 87. Still working hard.
Yeah, she's doing those 007.
Yes.
movies.
Actor Beau Bridges, Lloyd Bridges' little boy, is 80. Football player turned actor Dick Butkus, 79. Actor Michael Nouri, 76. Singer Joan Armatrading is 71. Actor Michael Dorn is 69. Actor John Malkovich, 68. Donny Osmond is 64. Comedian Mario Cantone is 62. Actor David Anthony Higgins, 60. Actor Joe Lando is 60. Actress Felicity Huffman is 59. Singer, guitarist Jacob Dylan, Bob Dylan's little boy, is 52. Actor Allison Smith, 52. Actor Reiko Aylesworth is 49. Actor Jesse Metcalf, 43. Actor Simon Helberg from The Big Bang Theory, he's Wallowitz, 41. Actor Jolene Purdy is 38. Actor Joshua Sassy is 34. Actor Ashley Brewer is 31. Local birthdays.
Coming up.
Got them coming up.
The magic of Christmas.
It's our 24-hour gift to you. The magic of Christmas. An Imperial Valley tradition on AM 1230. Beginning at noon Christmas Eve, continuing through noon Christmas Day. Brought to you by
Duflock and Associates Real Estate. Everything we touch turns to sold. Southwest Security, protecting you and your family. And El Serape Restaurant in Imperial.
The magic of Christmas.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Alfonso Soto, Cynthia Rodriguez, Angel Herrera, Karen Pavo, Danny Cardona, Lupi Salgado, Luis Verdugo, Robbie McGee, Renee Pollard, Glenda Angulo, Bruce Anderholt II, Tina Shields, Iris Escobar, John Edney Jr., Manuel Perez, Nadine Abubo, Nicole Wilson, Russell Ledyard, and Melissa Gutierrez. Happy birthday from KXO. Yukitoki.
Happy birthday.
Happy. Well, let's see. I know you're like me. You're a high roller, right? Big time gambler, right?
Boy, I there's not enough time for me to tell you how much I've rolled.
Yes. Okay. Nearly 60% of Vegas casinos' revenue comes from slot machines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why.
The other 40%, that comes from the guests opening up the minibar in their room.
Yeah. And then not seeing the fine print.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's not free.
No, in fact, it's pretty ridiculous what we let you charge you. Let us charge you.
Well, keep in mind a lot of those folks are there on a, on a government expense account, so they don't care.
Mm-hmm. And they're just having a good time. I mean, we can't get...
No, you can't fault them for that. And just because it's on our nickel, no big deal, right?
No big deal.
Okay. Anything else exciting going on? Santa is around. He's going to be busy. Santa will be here. And kids of all ages can visit with Santa on the telephone starting next week.
Well, it's really a neat thing. And we did this last year and went over really well. Looking forward to it this year.
Yes, a lot of fun with that. And kids, well, it's a nice, safe way. So, we'll give you more information coming up.
More information coming your way.
And we're still trying to get more information. Traffic accident on Interstate 8 in the area of 4th Street in El Centro. We understand major injuries, but that's right now all we have on that. Okay, we're ready for news if you are.
I'm ready.
We're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. That means they'll keep you cool in the summer, keep you nice and warm and toasty in the winter.
CBS News special report. Hands over hearts, heads bowed, as a military honor guard carried the casket of former Senator Bob Dole into the Capitol Rotunda, where his body now lies in state. President Biden has just begun speaking.
We meet here, the very heart of American democracy, the capital of the United States of America, to receive a hero of that democracy for a a final time.
Dole was a Republican presidential nominee who served nearly 36 years in Congress. His right arm was permanently injured in World War II. Dole's widow, Libby, and their daughter listened as Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell paid tribute.
He spent decades carrying fellow veterans and Americans with disabilities on his shoulders.
Bob Dole was 98 years old. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news: a judge resentencing convicted killer Scott Peterson to life in prison without parole. He'd previously been sentenced to death for the killings of his wife Lacey and their unborn son. Following the hearing, Scott's sister Janie Peterson telling reporters he's innocent and that police in Modesto botched the murder investigation.
They focused strictly on my brother-in-law because he was having an affair. And as you heard today in a sentencing hearing, you did not hear one detail about how this crime occurred.
A hearing in February to determine if Peterson gets a new trial based on juror misconduct. Instagram CEO Adam Mosseri testifying before a U.S. Senate subcommittee about the effects of social media on children, acknowledging that screen time has become a concern for parents.
I ultimately think that a parent knows best what's best for their teen, so the appropriate amount of time should be a decision by a parent about the specific teen.
Menlo Park-based company announcing new safety measures allowing parents to better monitor how much time their children are spending on the site. Chilly and rainy across the state. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. They'll keep you cool in the summer, nice and warm and toasty in the winter. Yeah, we're getting some winter weather, so make sure that heater is working safely. Call Lock Air Conditioning and Heating and Custom Sheet Metal today.
Panera believes in saying yes. Yes to clean, fresh ingredients. Yes to the new chicken sausage and pepperoni flatbread topped with rich mozzarella. Yes to delicious mac and cheese. Yes to putting it on a sandwich, creating the grilled mac and cheese sandwich. And yes to impromptu road trips to Sandwich, Illinois. Because that's living life to the flavor fullest. Get $1 delivery when you order on our app. Panera. Live your yes. Pricing and product availability may vary. Visit PaneraBread.com.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials: a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
It's page one of the local news, page one of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Thursday morning, 2 are injured in a rollover. George Gale filed this story.
It happened Tuesday afternoon. California Highway Patrol says 18-year-old Edward Israel Munoz, living in Richmond, Texas, was driving a 2004 Toyota on Dogwood Road at an unknown rate of speed north of Cary Road. Vehicle went off the roadway to the right and subsequently overturned. In the process of overturning, CHP says the vehicle struck a utility pole. The driver suffered major injuries. Passenger in the vehicle, 19-year-old Jose Luis Munoz Jr., suffered moderate injuries. Both were taken to Desert Regional Medical Center by Reach Air Ambulance. Highway Patrol says impairment does not appear to have been a factor in the collision. The incident remains under investigation. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, after concerted legislative and local advocacy, Assemblymember Eduardo Garcia is proud to announce over $44 million for parks and parks throughout the 56th Assembly District. This monumentous funding allocation for park projects in the Coachella and Imperial County were made possible through Proposition 68, State of California Parks and Water Bond 2018, authored by Assemblymember Garcia. And that, of course, the amount of money, the city of Calipatria received $7 million. City of El Centro, Gomez Park Improvement Project, $5.7 million. That's for the city of El Centro. And then also Heber, the public utility district, the Carroll Park, for over $1.5 million for that park there. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers ready to take care of your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
Well, the city of El Centro and the El Centro Fire Department are excited to announce that a special guest will be riding with them during December 13th through the 19th of December. Santa Claus will tour El Centro in a fire truck each evening, starting at 5:30 p.m. Santa Claus and his helpers will be going through various neighborhoods each evening. The city of El Centro has provided a map so families and businesses can identify when Santa will be in their neighborhood or close by. When you hear the sirens, that means that Santa is near. You need to come out and wave to him. Please note that the route only within the city of El Centro's limits. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Yes, they do windshield wipers at Quick Lane.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
Page 2 of the local news and in-depth weather brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose because they've got answers to your questions about health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage.
Well, continuing with more local news, it was reported of an off-road incident. Here's more on that story.
It happened earlier this week. It was in the Imperial Sand Dune area east of the city of Calexico. Civilian contacted a Border Patrol agent and told him of the accident, and he said the two were injured. Civilian said the two were operating a Polaris Razor-type vehicle. Agent responded and located the two, and he found they had rolled in the off-road vehicle. The agent found a male who appeared dazed. They also found a woman who appeared to have a broken leg. Emergency medical services were called in. They arrived and transported both individuals to a local hospital via ambulance. For more information on these and other local news stories, go to the KXO website. For KXO Local, I'm George Gale.
Well, you can tell it's that time of year with accidents throughout Imperial County. Here's a rescue from near Nyland. The Imperial County Sheriff's Office notified the El Centro Sector Border Patrol Office that 3 surveyors were lost and needed assistance. 3 are employees of Controlled Thermal Resources, agents working the Highway 111 checkpoint, and the El Centro Bore Star unit were dispatched to the area. The 3 had become disorientated in the thick brush and mud in the area near the Salton Sea. The Bore Star unit arrived at the swampy area just before 10 a.m. After about an hour of searching, the three were located and safely extracted from the area. All three were medically evaluated and cleared. Since October, the El Centro Border Patrol agents have successfully rescued, you ready for this, 30 individuals who have been lost or in distress. Well, Santa Claus is a mighty busy guy these time of a year. The first ever Santa's local workshop is coming up. George Gale explains.
It is this evening in Brawley. The event is being hosted by the Chamber of Commerce for Greater Brawley. It starts at 5 p.m. in the South Plaza in front of the Boys and Girls Club between G Street and Imperial Avenue. It'll feature 40 of local vendors, snow, music, pictures with Santa, family portraits, and more. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, a band of light showers will move across southeast California and southwest Arizona from west to east. Activity will enter the western portion of Imperial County by mid-afternoon and progress eastward, exiting the eastern portions of La Paz and Yuma counties around midnight tonight. The forecast for today: increasing clouds with a high near 72, south wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest 15 to 20 miles an hour this afternoon, with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. There is a 30% chance of showers. Tonight, cloudy during the early evening, then gradual clearing. Look for a low about 48. West-southwest wind around 15 miles an hour, becoming northwest after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 25 miles an hour. There is a 60% chance of precipitation, mainly before 9 p.m. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high near 68, north wind about 5 miles an hour. Saturday, sunny with a high near 67, north wind about 5 miles an hour. Sunny on Sunday with a high near 68. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northwest later in the day. 58 degrees downtown, 77% our relative humidity, wind out of the south, 3 to 7 miles an hour. Air quality is moderate. Brawley, Calexico, El Centro, good in Nyland and Westmoreland, unhealthy for sensitive groups in Mexicali. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance, life insurance, auto and home insurance needs as well. If you're looking for the perfect gift, it's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch. They're open Monday through Saturdays, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time. And at the Peanut Patch, you'll find homemade chocolates. They also make their very own fresh English toffee, plain or covered in milk chocolate, pecan turtles from a special recipe, chocolate-covered raisins, almonds, coffee beans. They do cinnamon bears. It's the Peanut Patch in Yuma. They've got a great variety of gift packs, and you can ship them to friends and loved ones all over the world. They'll take care of it for you. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. You want directions? Google the Peanut Patch and follow the directions. The Peanut Patch in Yuma, making holiday shopping so easy. It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action, 76ers got by the Hornets 110-106. Cavaliers beat up on the Bulls 115-92. Wizards went overtime before they stopped the Pistons 109-116. Pacers, they ran past the Knicks. Heat beat the Bucks 113-104. Thunder nipped the Raptors 110-109. Rockets rolled over the Nets 114-104. Mavericks, they beat the Grizzlies 104-96. Jazz, they had a good night. Yeah, they topped the Timberwolves 136-104. Nuggets in overtime beat the Pelicans 120-114. Warriors whipped the Trailblazers 104-94. Kings on a scoring binge beat the Magic 142-130. Can somebody say defense? Not in the NBA. And the Clippers over the Celtics 114-111.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
And Tiger Woods said yesterday he will play with his 12-year-old son, Charlie, in the PNC Championship next week. The 36-hole event begins December 18th in Orlando. Meanwhile, USC's Drake London, widely considered one of the best wide receivers in college football this season, announced he would be foregoing his senior season and declaring for the NFL draft. Speaking of NFL, it's Thursday night football, Steelers, Vikings. Yeah, we've got a game. Our coverage starts at 5 o'clock this afternoon. NFL primetime on AM 1230. Again, 5 o'clock, the Steelers and the Vikings. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
It's time to get holiday ready with Ford. America's selling trucks are here, and capable SUVs are rolling out. Get great offers on the Ford that's right for you, like F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. And with Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV. Or come home in a Ford Bronco Sport. That's how you get holiday ready with Ford. Now get 0% financing for 60 months plus $1,000 bonus cash on a 2021 Ford F-150 or 2021 Ford Ranger. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 0% APR financing for 60 months at $1,667 per month per $1,000 financed, regardless of down payment. Not available on Raptor or Tremor. Residency restrictions apply. For all offers, take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by 1/3/22. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Based on 1977 to 2020 CY total sales. Based on IHS Market 1946 current U.S. total new cumulative registrations for all vehicles identified as SUV.
And we've got a look at financial news with a brief look at the weather. All brought to you by Southwest Security Systems, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security, also home of Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. Weekly claims for unemployment benefits dropped to a new multi-decade low last week, according to the Labor Department. It was also a lower count than economists had predicted, further proof that America's jobs recovery is pushing ahead this winter, with employers vying for staff and workers having plenty of jobs to choose from. As of October, the nation had 11 million jobs available and not enough people to fill them. Evergrande, the embattled Chinese property developer, has defaulted on its debt, according to Fitch Ratings. The credit ratings agency downgraded the company and its subsidiaries to restricted default, meaning the firm has failed to meet its financial obligations. Fitch said the downgrade reflects the company's inability to pay interest due earlier this week on $2 denominated bonds. The payments were due a month ago, and grace periods lapsed on Monday. Meanwhile, a closely watched bid to organize Starbucks employees could take a decisive step today. as votes to organize 3 stores in New York are scheduled to be counted. Besides seeking better pay, the union supporters argue that organizing the workforce is the only way to have their voices heard about the way their stores are run. What's happening on Wall Street? Red. The Dow down 33 points. The S&P 500 off 16. The NASDAQ down 110 points. Gold off $6.40 an ounce and away. Oil off 72 cents a barrel. It's not going to come down at the pump soon.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office box and access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Well, we've got a 30% chance of showers, mainly after 5 p.m. today. Look for a high near 72. South wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest 15 to 20 miles an hour this afternoon, with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. Tonight, showers are likely, mainly before 9 p.m., a low of about 48. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They also offer live scan fingerprinting to the public.
At Burgers and Beer, we want you to be happy. Live happy. Work happy. Most of all, we want you to celebrate whatever makes you happy at Burgers and Beer. Bring your friends, bring your family, and let's make time for a good time. All the drinks, all the food, and great service too. Everything you need is right here at Burgers and Beer. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
Is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Eggland's Best.
I'm Steve Kafin.
Great is thy faithfulness.
The scene is the Capitol Rotunda, where next to a flag-draped casket, the President of the United States has led those paying tribute to Bob Dole.
Robert Joseph Dole. He belongs here, in this place, in this temple of liberty and to temple to possibilities. Bob Dole loved this Capitol.
The day has unified political foes. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer.
To pay tribute to Senator Bob Dole is to honor someone who redefined and elevated what it means to serve country.
The Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell says Dole's family ties were strong.
The real engine behind Bob's 98 remarkable years was his love. His love for Elizabeth and for Robin.
A funeral for Dole is set for tomorrow at Washington's National Cathedral. FDA could push ahead later today with a plan to expand shots for 18 and 17-year-old. Dr. Esther Chu at the Oregon Sciences University says as the pandemic goes on, things will continue to change.
Fully vaccinated sounded so reassuring and definitive and complete. And then we started talking about boosters, and now we're talking about 4th dose. And the truth is that we're still in a very dynamic state of science around what it means to be as protected as we can.
2 lawsuits seeking $100 million each have been filed against the Oxford, Michigan School District, its superintendent, and others over the mass shooting that left 4 dead. It was filed by the parents of a wounded student. CBS's Stacey Lynn telling us about an elaborate identity theft ring broken up in New York.
4 mail carriers were part of the scheme where they were recruited to swipe credit cards out of their daily mail deliveries. Those cards were then used to buy expensive stuff from high-end retailers and either sold for cash or returned to the stores for credit. 1,000 credit cards were stolen as part of the $750,000 identity theft ring.
And 9 others also face charges. The Washington Post says New York's Attorney General is seeking a deposition from former President Trump as part of the civil fraud investigation into his business empire. The government says claims for unemployment benefits last week hit a 52-year low. Bankrate's Mark Hamrick.
The level of new job loss is very low, healing from shocking and disheartening crisis levels last year. On the other side of the equation, the number of job openings remains very high at over 11 million as of last count.
And at Wall Street, the Dow's down 26. This is CBS News.
Eggland's Best, the only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition, because the way you care is anything but ordinary. Only Eggland's Best.
Get into the holiday spirit at Lowe's Winterfest. With holiday festivities and weeks full of savings. Like $30 off on a Google Nest Smart Thermostat. Was $129.99, now $99.99. Or a Craftsman 20-volt Max Drill Kit. Was $79, now $59. Find it all at Lowe's, in-store or online. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. Valid through 12/26 while supplies last. U.S. only.
The JCPenney Mystery Sale is back. Hurry in store for our coupon giveaway while supplies last. You could peel and reveal an extra 30, 40, or even 50% off. And when you use your coupon, rejoice in savings of 75% on fine gold jewelry and up to 40% on Cuisinart cookware, bakeware, and cutlery. The gifts are in the savings. Joy, comfort, peace. JCPenney. Offers valid on select items through 12/16. Offers reflect after coupon savings. Exclusions apply. Must be 18 or older. See store or jcp.com for details.
A case of stolen identity in one family has put a woman behind bars.
Laura Oglesby has pleaded guilty to intentionally providing false information to the Social Security Administration. Investigators say the 48-year-old Missouri woman used her estranged daughter's Social Security number to get a driver's license, enroll in Southwest Baptist University in Missouri, and get $17,000 in financial aid. Police say she even had boyfriends who believed she was only 22, the age of her daughter. Oglesby faces up to 5 years in prison without parole. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
There's word from Italy that director Lena Wertmuller, the first woman to get an Oscar nomination for directing, has died at 93. In 1976, Wertmuller became the first woman to get an Oscar nod. It was for Seven Beauties. She was also nominated for Best Original Screenplay. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
With the stock market at all-time highs, cash in your profits now and invest in an asset that can potentially pay for up to 20 or more years. That's the sound of a producing oil well and the sound of a smart investment. If you're an SEC-defined accredited investor, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's projects. Call now to learn how you can potentially achieve 20 or more years of income and deduct 100% of every dollar invested against all forms of income. Call 1-800-278-7455. Invest in your future and buy oil. Encore is drilling in an area that is potentially one of the most prolific horizontal oil plays in the entire country. Oil prices are projected to rise, so you need to own a piece of an oil field. Encore Energy is the most active oil and gas operator in its core area of operations. Call now and learn how to deduct 100% of your investment and create 20 or more years of potential monthly income. Call 1-800-278-7455. You'll be calling directly to the home office of Encore Energy. That's 1-800-278-7455. Oil investments involve a high degree of risk and actual results may vary.
Kxo Radio wishes you a Merry Christmas.
All right, you chipmunks, ready to sing your song?